the new vocab word, empowered. A unit has its empowered bonus while its power is at least the listed number. So if you go under it, you lose it. Interesting. That answers a question I had earlier. Nice. Okay. So it is only power. Empowered is only power. You just you gotta get your unit to that number, and while it's at that listed number, you get the benefit of that. And then you also had this. Transform allies equipped with darkened equipment into their darkened what? Targon follower, divine clerk, empowered 3. So you get this. Any buff, any +1 attack, and he gets lifesteal. Kale plus Demacia. Kale on a lot of things. Kale Pantheon will be too powerful. Oh. There's so much for us to do, chat. Base level 6 and level 11 and 16. Is that from League? They would have needed to add 4 levels if they had gone that route, to be fair. Oh. Base level, level 6, level 11, level 16. Gotcha. I wonder if empowered counts health as well. I feel like it's just going to be attack. Because of the pouty poro. Okay, I don't know. I personally feel like it's gonna be attack, but who knows? We'll see. So he gets lifesteal. We have a Targon spell, 2-cost burst speed. Grant an ally in play and an ally in hand +1/+1. Ooh, interesting. It's and. I like that. I like that a lot. You get to I like Can I say something more than I like that? +1 to something currently in play, and then like you want to buff something specifically in your hand, that's nice. And then you play something down, and then it's big and buffed. I love it. Okay. We have another follower, 6-cost Law Keeper. It is 2/7. You play it, stun enemies with less power than me. At turn 6? That's like nobody, bro. With less power than you? Okay, you use this spell 3 times and then it's 5. That's tough. That's tough. Or you could play it with that one Ionian card that buffs in hand too, I guess. What's turn 6? Everything's already ahead of you. 5-cost follower. It's a 1/1, but round end grant all allies in play and in hand +1/+1. So this card is a 3/7 just by playing this the turn before. Okay. You empower this to 5. It gets elusive, lifesteal, and overwhelm. What? Yeah, the art is kind of nuts on these cards. I don't know what they are. They're Targon things flying around, but the art is nuts. Oh, chimes! Wait, chimes with Lawkeeper? It doesn't give? No. It gives allies +1/+1 in hand at the round. Round end. Wait. Yeah, there's a period. If you empower it, it's only gonna give elusive, lifesteal, and overwhelm to itself. But the +1/+1 is everybody. It's your board and your hand. Bard is back. No. 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 4-cost burst, purifying flames. Grant an ally in your hand +3/+3 and another +2/+2. Okay, you know, when I said when I said what I said about this card, you know, I kind of wish these cards, I put them in the opposite order because I misspoke. You know, this could be kind of interesting now, having a 6-cost stun that's been buffed and buffed and buffed. Interesting. Okay. We have a dragon! Yay! Fury empowered 5, so you just get it +2, and it gets overwhelmed. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. That's just... I don't know. Wagon? It's just a dragon. Sure. I don't know. It's just over... It's text is a little plain, I'll say. Sure. 3 costs, 2/4. When it's empowered to 3, it gets elusive. Targon elusive units is incoming. Okay. That's nice. Moving away from elusive though, back to overwhelm. A lot of overwhelm in this Targon set. Interesting. This is a darkened card, 7 costs, 2 attack, 2 health. I have +2/+2 for each ally that died with its power increased. When it's empowered to 16, transform me. Oh my gosh. Is that the next card? Okay. I was like, I hope I did this right. Zolani Bard incoming. Bro. Sheesh. Bro, Bard and anything in what we've seen. Oh, Zolani. Bard is back, baby! What's the difference between this? Attack, transform attacking non-darkened followers into exact copies of me? You're telling me this has 16 power overwhelm, and any non-darkened ally is gonna, you could swing with a bunch of 16s overwhelm? AKA GG. You don't want to play any other Darken with her. You want her to be the only Darken, and you want the followers to be... What does Empower do? Our best guess is that you get this card power to this number. No, she's not a weapon. She's just a straight card. Like, this is the first card you play. Outright. And then when you get her to 16 power, you get her to 16 power and it transforms into this. And then when you swing with her, all of your non-Darken followers become that. Oh my god. Imagine this with K level 2. Oh my gosh. She is an epic card. Yeah. She is indeed. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Moving over into Shadow Isles. Little Gwen right there. Gwen's other card that we've already seen. Another follower for Gwen. We have a 2-cost redeemed prodigies. 2/2 attack. Ooh. That's nice. This is nice. 2/2. You attack and you get that. An attacking one. I really like this. I like this quite a bit. And I like the artwork. It's so fantastic. Gwen also needs support. Hecarim? Oh my god. Okay, sorry. 6 cost, 5/5 fearsome. Deathless Knight. When I would gain ephemeral, grant me +1/+1 instead. Interesting. The artwork screamed Hecarim to me, but you have to give him ephemeral. I see. Gwen just got a freaking landmark. Gwen is great. Gwen is great. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. It's a high cost for like you're not gonna play him with Nocturne because he's 6 cost and like the fearsome is like meh, like I've already done what I want to do with Nocturne before that. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting card. Moving on to a 1-cost fast speed spell. Words are so hard. Kill an ally to summon an encroaching mist. Ooh. It's called the Shape of Fear, and we have a Demacian soldier cowering in fear. I like this. Viego support? Yeah. Yeah. And then in SI, you have perfect kill targets that you want. This is nice. Very nice. And it's a 1-cost spell. I like it. Stalking Shadows combo Pog for whichever grants a form ephemeral. Yeah. Oh, that was really quick for So we got 3 cards for SI, and then we're moving over into Shurima. We have a landmark. Love Shurima. Shurima, I don't even want to read these. Shurima makes me sad, bro. When I'm summoned, create a ruinous acolyte in hand. When you destroy me, create a reliquary. I can't read. I'm so sorry. Somehow I passed school. In the top 5. So you get 1 in hand, and then you get this in the top 5 cards of your deck. And it turns down on turn 1. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. He's so cute! With the little rock bears. Wait, how is this little kid a shepherd of the rock bears? Bro, those... what? What? I'm sorry. 3 cost, 1 attack, 3 health. When you summon an ally, advance your highest countdown landmark 1 round. When I'm summoned, summon a hybrid. So when you summon this, you summon a hibernating rock bear. But then you summon other things and you advance your highest landmark down 1. Thralls is back, baby. Sheesh. I want him to be 4 health. I want him to have a little more health. 3 is just like... I want him to have more health. Don't ask me why, I just was complaining about Shurima, and then I want a card to have a buff already. 2 cost landmark, Void Gate. When you summon an ally or an ally dies, grant each of its positive keywords to 3 allies in your deck. Randomness. Nice. Okay. I will say I'm very happy that this isn't what I was thinking it was going to be. We didn't ask for Kai'Sa support. I was thinking, like, when I saw this card, I was like, oh my god, no, Kai'Sa's too broken. You can't play, you can't have a landmark. You can't have a landmark that gives allies random keywords on summon. That's what I thought it was gonna be. But this is just passing on of benefits of what your card will already have. Interesting. Little gamble. You play 2 mana and be like, somewhere in my deck, these keywords got transferred. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, moving over to Piltover, we have a 2 cost, 2/3 cat, the Cunning Kitten. When I'm summoned, if I was created, draw 1 and grant me +2/+1. Ooh. Interesting. Let's hope this card is useless. It's so much better than what I thought it was gonna be. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. This is interesting. You want this card to be created as opposed to main decking it. Because you want to draw and get the +2/+1. I mean, I guess you could copy it. If you main deck it, you copy it. Little Warwick, yes! Oh no. I hate cats, remember. Bro, the Piltover cats hurt my feelings. Seraphine's dad? Seraphine's manager? Seraphine's tech person when she can't figure out how to solve her own problems? This is her squirrel, right? Or does a bunch of people in Piltover just have the squirrel? Seraphine's Bay? I like how I went dad, like, I went so much older. You guys went to... No, this man is too old for her. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, it's a 3 cost, 2/3. Oh, strike, create a random new 2 cost. Seraphine, help. Seraphine, help. Look at the full art. This is the full art. This is the full... You can't... I'm in the way, but there's even the coffee cup, there's even the coffee there. Oh, the full art has a portrait? Oh, I cut that out then. My bad. The kin who's asking for Seraphine support? Me. I mean, I didn't. It's fine. I like it! He has to strike! It comes down turn 3, they have to strike, they only have 3 health, like, how much how many random cards is it really gonna make, you know? You know, it's fine. It's fine. Moving on to a 2-cost burst spell, Encore. Create a random new 2-cost spell in hand. Reduces cost by 2. Where are the Evelyn support cards? Let's go to that. So this card will count for Seraphine, but what it makes won't, because it's reduced. But like you play 2 mana, get a card, and it's a 0 cost. At least it's fleeting. You have to play it that round, or yeah. Okay. Fine. Is Child's Word? Stop it. We're still in Piltover. 3 costs. Fast spell. Flow costs 1 less, so it could be a 2-cost spell. Okay, deal 1 to all enemies. It has the potential, if you flow, it has the potential to be Seraphine support. Doesn't Piltover have other champions beyond Seraphine? Has everything been... Okay, this was not Seraphine specific. But the 3 previous ones have been Seraphine. And then we're out of... Aren't they rotating this man? Okay. Piltover was just Seraphine support. Moving over to Noxus, we have a 3-cost burst. Deal 2 to an ally to give allies +2 this round. It looks like he just had a nice meal. Aren't they rotating this man? He's getting support before he leaves. One last little hurrah for him. Yes, Vlad has new toys. Right before they're sending him to... Yeah. Okay. Moving on from Vlad, still in Noxus. 1-cost follower, and I will say I specifically made the artwork like this because I thought she was nice and pretty. Crimson Pigeon. It is a 2/2 and it has a support mechanic. Deal 1 to my supported ally to grant me +1/+1. Interesting. So you can support something that when it takes 1 damage, it damages the Nexus, but this also buffs it because you did the support on it. I like it. There's already 2 mana spell that does better. Oh, and that was it for Noxus. Onto Ionia, we have a 2-cost equipment. The Darken Fan. Attack. Summon an attacking Dragonling. No! No! You may spend 9 mana to play me as... Wow. Not what I thought that was gonna... Okay. 9 mana to be a 5/4 play, and when I transform, summon 2 ephemeral copies of me? Bro! Grant 1 lifesteal, 1 challenger, and me elusive. You need board space. And when I transform... Wait, play and when I transform... Does it transform on... Does it transform on play? I need explanation. I need somebody to hold my hand and walk me through this English, please. Play and when I transform. You summon this and this. Cool. But once the transfer... It's for another Darkened support card. Not from him. What? What? How do you transform it? I've lost equipment. Okay, so I just am not there yet. I think it's when it changes from equipment to unit. Interesting. This card text confuses. I'm glad I'm not the only one confused. There's another Darkened unit in this set that transforms other units. Okay, I don't think I've gotten there yet then. Ionia 4-cost slow spell speed twin wind technique. Kenny? Pick a follower, summon an exact ephemeral copy of it. If it's an enemy, stun it. I read the card and I thought Kenny, but I was wrong. He looks like Momo. Stun the copy or stun the follower? Stun the follower. You get you summon an ephemeral copy of what you select, and if you selected an enemy, the enemy is stunned. When clone shoots. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, where are we at? Sorry, my bad. Look at how cute it is. If it's follower, it's useless. It is it's only yeah. It says pick a follower. Like, what's the point? To stun, like, some of these absurd things we've seen. How far back did it? To stun this. You get a copy of it and you stun her. Or to get a copy of this and stun it. I don't know. It could have its uses. So this one, when I'm summoned, you summon... Oh, you get to pick. You either summon this, or you give other allies +1/+1 this round. And this is a 3-cost 3/1. Interesting. Reminds me a lot of Momo. Best boy. It's very cute. Very, very cute. Precious little thing. This is the landmark that was not on... It was on Runeterra AR, but not the other one. Thank you again, Billy, for letting me know that. Still in Ionia. 2-cost landmark. Play, capture an ally. When you attack for the first time each round, summon an ephemeral cop. Oh. Momo from Avatar. Yeah, yeah. This is interesting. You capture your ally when you attack for the first time each round, summon an ephemeral copy of its attacking. How prevalent is landmark removal that you don't want to put a really good thing in there? Casual capture Hecarim. This is interesting. That's interesting. I want to see all the possibilities and ideas and things that people come up with. Interesting. You didn't see this card? This was only on Runeterra AR. Not very prevalent at the moment. We do not need more. No. Landmark removal is not necessary. Moving over to Freljord, we have a 2-cost equipment. It's 0 attack plus 2 health. And when you attack, grant the top 2 allies in your deck +1/+1. I likes it. Gives your unit plus health, but then you swing and it's buffs to your deck. Nice. Put this on your Omen Hawk. Then swing with your Omen Hawk. That you've already used to buff things in your deck. Nice. You can also spend 8 mana to play this instead. It looks so cool. It looks so good. It's an 8-cost 6/8 attack from the top 6 cards of your deck. Summon an attacking follower or non-champion Darken and grant it +1/+1. That's interesting. It has toesies. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is 4 A's. Oh. I really like the equipment. This is very specific. You need to be running Freljord with other Darkens. I don't know. I like this. I don't know how I feel about this. Just, yeah. Yeah. It is formidable equipment. Yeah. Yeah, that could be. Braum support incoming. Poros! Here to help! 2-cost burst spell. Give an ally +3 this round. If it's damaged, give it +2/+3 instead. What's it best to go with? Because are you talking the landmark? Yeah, this one? I don't know. I'm gonna keep charging forward with the rest of the cards and we can brainstorm things afterwards. But look at the Poro support. And it's so cute. I'm just here for I like how the cards look. Oh, boo Poros, don't you boo Poros. We are entering Poro support to go right along with our Santa Braum skin right in time for the Christmas Spirit. Yeah. That's nice. If it's damaged, give it... I'm kind of... Like, Braum gets damaged from swinging, and then... Like, you need to rally with your Braum? Braum spells grant. Braum spell is grant, and this is give. That's... sad. That's the... Here to help doesn't fit in Poro decks. But it's Poro support. Because it is a Poro artwork. That's all I'm gonna say. 5 cost slow spell speed. Get an empty mana gem and summon a feral mystic. Oh, nice. Little empty mana gem. More ramp. 5 cost summon and ramp. Nice. Okay. I like the artwork too. It's very nice. The artwork in all of this is like fantastic. Which one is Feral Mystic? That is I should have put them in the thing. It's enlightened +4/+4. Hold on. It's this one. Overwhelm. 2 costs, 2/3. I could envision the artwork, but not what it base stats said. Poor editing. I know. It was so bad. I'm sorry. And then I messed up with some of the I know. I did so bad. More poros. 6/6 at 10. Yeah, 6/6 at that. Poro is 1 cost. Okay. That's 1/1. When you get him to 3, he has Overwhelm, Regen, and Tough. Look at the little guy. That's so cute. So why did you think... What about Pouty Poro made you think that has something to do with health? I like this. I like this. I'm gonna buff him. Chat. When it's regen on a 1/1? A 3/1? I see. I think, like, I mean, it wouldn't be damaged. I don't know. I don't know. Poro snacks? True. Valid. Valid. All the Poro snacks. It's not a 1/1. There you go. I was thinking it goes right with this card that they made, but it has to be damaged, and if your 1 health is damaged, it's gone. Okay. More Poros. I love it. 6 costs. 6. It's a 6/6. It's a 6/6/6. Hi. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. We have a woolly snail moth. Snail moth. When you get it empowered 8, it has regeneration. +2 for regen. This card is weird. It's interesting. I like that. I like regen. And it fits with Freljord. Yeah. Yeah. 6 costs slow spell. We're moving on to Demacia now. Roar of Acathia. Jax support. Summon 2 Acathian Mirages. I can't speak. Equipped with up to 2 equipment. Huh? Equipped with up to 2 equipment that cost 2 or less. Oh, 2 for the, like 1 for each. I was like, you can't equip 2 things on 1 thing. Never mind. You need to give it 2 attack to the... Yeah. We love Jax. So... This is 6 cost, though? Sad this isn't Weapon Master. Oh, yeah. Wait, why isn't it? Wait, why isn't it? The 6 cost is hefty, but you get 2 equipment from it. Do you get to pick the equipment? Equipped with up to 2 equipment in hand. Oh. It takes your equipment from hand. So you need 6 cost and 2 equipment in hand. I feel like they've missed the mark on this card. So many Weapon Master cards that there are actually Demacia. It's very strange. This is interesting. It's a hefty cost, and you need 2 equipment in hand to get the most value out of it. Interesting. It's interesting. That's Galio. Should have a weapon tag. I think the weapon tag would have done better for it. Demacia still 3 cost 0 for formidable. Yeah, I don't take damage from enemies, spells, or skills. Nice. I think like across the board, there's a lot of things that are getting a little support here and there. This is nice. They're so smooth. This is really nice. I particularly like the Demacia theme of it doesn't take damage from spells or skills. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Cithria! It's a 1-cost unit that's one cost 1/1. The first time you summon another elite, grant me plus. So, oh wow. That dog is big. You run 3 of these. You play one on turn 1. You play another on turn 2, and then you play the third also on turn 2, and you have 3/3/3/3 and a 1/1 trusty ramhounds. They're so cute. Okay, the dog is the dog itself is an elite. So you play this, and you can play this again to activate the first one. Goodest boy. This is nice. Okay. And we just love we love her. Why is she like? I mean, she's a badass, so why wouldn't she be? But she's like prevalent in every Demacian card. Moving forward. This artwork is so nice. I covered up J4, but like, I like Garen, so I left Garen uncovered. Also, I don't want to cover me with the thing. And I don't want to cover the card with my... Oh, I'm covering Garen! No! There we go. Okay, this is better. Sorry. 8 cost slow spell, Demacia, champion strength. Give allies +4/+4 this round. If you have the attack token, give them scout this round. Otherwise, rally. They always do that with Garen. Garen's like shoulder pads are massive, like the size of someone's normal torso, and then like he's just like a normal man in this massive outfit. This is, yo, this card +4/+4 this round. If you have the attack token, scout as well. If you don't have the attack token, rally. Jesus. Jeez. Interesting. Demacia elite support wants to try an aggro deck. Ay. Yeah, Jarvan is in this. It's Lux, Galio, Jarvan, and sorry, J4 and Garen. 8 mana. 8 mana is a lot. 8 mana is indeed a lot. Champion strength with Jace. Sheesh. Champion strength with Jace Lux. Interesting. My favorite, Bilgewater. 2 cost equipment, 0/0. Attack spawn 2. I love it. I love it. Alawi support. Artwork is fantastic. It's okay that it's just 0/0 because you're getting +1/+1. You get tentacles. Tentacles. Oh my god. It's just straight Eye of God. Yeah. I guess we're on to Bilgewater now from the... Look how chonky he is! Look at Bilgewater 3 cost 1/3 elusive. Nexus strike, draw 1 and give it fleeting. I just like how chonky he is. He's so round. He's so cute. And look at the little baby ones in the little nest back here. He's literally straight up a ball. Useless card? I don't know. I like the draw. I don't know how I feel about the fleeting. I don't like fleeting, and they keep putting fleeting into Bilgewater stuff. TF begs to differ. TF is getting rotated. TF can... I just like how round the card is. He's very adorable. That was it? This was all we got for Bilgewater? And we're on to Bandle? I feel scammed. No. Okay, fine. Oh, Bandle. 1 cost equipment, 0/0 impact. Is this... This is telling me it's an equipment. I need... What does formidable look like? Is it just a hammer standing up? Oh, it's in the little shield thing. Okay. Okay. Strike, refill 1 spell mana. Nice. You may spend 8 mana to play it as AA. This art is insane. The artwork in all these cards are nuts. Absolutely nuts. Hopefully they keep rotation out of norms. There's gonna be like 2 separate things. There's gonna be ladder, which is rotated, and then there's gonna be like an eternal mode, which will have everything. There's like a whole article. There's a couple articles on it. I'm so sorry. We spend 8 mana to play this. It's 7/9. When you spend spell mana, grant me impact for every spell mana you spend. All the impacts. Give him all the impacts. Nice. Okay. We have a little chameleon. It's a 3 cost 2/4. When an allied follower transforms into another unit, transform me into an exact copy of it. Sheesh. Bandle Darken seems odd. It does seem odd, doesn't it? When an allied follower transforms into another unit, transform me into a copy. It's only followers. It's only followers. Sheesh. There's so many options with this. Nico early support. I can see that. The little color theme it is. But what region is Nico gonna be? Is Nico Runeterran? I don't know about this being Bandle. I don't know about early support anymore. Nico Bandle. That's interesting. I can see it with the colors. I can see it with the colors. And the transform keyword. We're gonna see Nico. I forgot about Nico. I'm excited. I can't wait for this game to progress. It's so nice. More poros. Why is... Okay, Bandle Poro stories. 2 cost burst spell. Create 3 random 1 cost poros in hand. They're so cute. They're the little book artwork. Best artwork. This artwork is fantastic. Absolutely phenomenal. We have to, yeah. Create 3 random 1 cost poros in hand. You spend 2 mana to get 3 1-drops. So nice. So nice. And look at the artwork. How can you beat that? And there's little hearts in it too. Oh my god. Moving on to quite possibly the most interesting card Bandle will ever see. 4 cost fast spell, Puzzling Signpost. Return a fast or slow spell to hand, or destroy a unit's equipment. Draw 1. So you'll always draw 1, and you get to pick whether you want to basically deny. It's like, it's not really, it's like for the moment deny, but your opponent can like play it at another point, you know? But like, play this on Vengeance, and they used all their mana, can't play it again. This is interesting. In Bandle, nonetheless. Yu-Gi-Oh vibes? I never played Yu-Gi-Oh like that, so I can't really comment on it. I just bought the cards, I didn't actually play. It's Deny 2.0. Yeah. It's delaying You delay what your opponent is doing. Nor should you comment. That's a pokey stick for spells. And it's versatile in the fact that it's like your delay on like your delay deny on spells, but you can also just outright destroy an equipment. You're like, no, this equipment's gone, and then you always draw one. Sheesh. I'll probably ban it. I'm so glad it's out now. And that is actually the last of the cards, chat. That was all 69 cards from the new expansion that we're gonna experience in Worlds. Yay.